We're discovering some beliefs that are actually not true. Some beliefs that are very common, but actually are not proven to be right. We're discovering them. And then we learn more about different hygiene products, especially focusing on the menstrual cup. Who of you has ever seen this menstrual cup? Anybody who has seen this before? Because it's really a game changer. It's life-changing, really. And of course, we will have more time for your questions. And since this is a special, this one clap to one other person. What's your name? Cheru. I will pass it to Cheru by looking in Cheru's eyes, number one, by mentioning her name with a powerful voice, okay? Yes. And with energetic clap, I'm passing on the clap to Cheru, like this. Cheru, now it's with you. Pass it on.
Sasa tufanye kitu pamoja, sawa? Sitaki niwapatie all answers. I want us to participate actively. Sawa? Inamaanisha hiyo ni sit. Si for us answer, you raise your hand. What do you think? Any volunteer play? What do you think? Umekuwa mkubwa, si kweli? Yes, another thing, you can talk in Swahili, you can talk in Pokot, sawa? Yes, unajua English inatoroka ikiona watu. Yeah, so don't worry, sawa? Sasa inamaanisha umekuwa mkubwa. Another thing ndio you are normal, sawa? Anytime unaona your period, it means you are very normal. God created you perfectly well, sawa? Yeah, there is a concern when you don't see your period, but when you see it, it means you are normal, sawa? Yeah, another thing, unaweza pata mtoto, sawa? Yeah, when you see your period, kupata mtoto pia, unaweza pata mtoto, sawa? You have unprotected sex, sex before marriage, it means you can be pregnant. So during menstruation, body when shed tissues and blood from the uterus through the vagina. Sawa? Yes, kitambo tulikuwa tunadhani tumekatwa na kitu huko ndani. Kama nini kilifanyika, nilifanya kazi nyingi. Wengine mna blame parents, nilichota maji nyingi ukararuka. Damu ikaanza kumwagika. No. It is during menstruation, the body shed tissue and blood from the uterus through the vagina. Sawa? And during a period, between 30 to 60 millimeter tablespoon, you inamaanisha ina release kijiko ya kukunywa chai ya kula kulingi there. Imagine our period, hiyo duration ya siku yenye mnaenda kuingiza period.
So that's 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon. 2. Another one.
3. That's average.
Yes,
it is very heavy. A lot, and it's 4.
Imagine 4 tablespoons peke yake. Mlikuwa mnafikiria mnanyesha kiasi gani? Korokoro moja. Korokoro moja is only 3 tablespoons on average, but with heavy flow it is 4 tablespoons. Sawa? So sijiona mtu akiwa na period alafu anaenda kuongezewa damu. Nani ashaongezewa damu? Hakuna, si ndio? It means ni kitu kidogo sana. Alafu the blood, it contains or it composes of blood, the mucus and cells from the endometrial lining. Sawa? Yes. So ukiona sometimes ni kama inakaa sticky hivi, hizo the components ambazo zinapatikana hapo ndani. Sawa? And then kuna stages of menstrual cycle. Tuna average of our cycle ni ngapi? According to your knowledge? Yeah? 28, that is on an average, but it varies from 21 to 30. Is it 37? 35 cycles. So sawa. Kuna mwenye yake akicount it is 28 on a normal. Kuna mwenye it's a 21 cycle. Kuna mwenye anaenda up to 35. So sawa. Yeah, recently when I was still a girl, I noticed mine was 28 and it was constant. See, when you kuna regular and irregular periods, so mine was just 28. But when I gave birth, nikakuja to notice I was at 30. It was 31. So after you count, when your period starts, you start counting your cycle. So sawa. Hivyo itakusaidia so that you cannot be caught unaware. So sawa. Yeah, you know this is my cycle. Alafu you start planning. Ukianza kufeel to cramp, kama una feel this is my days in a karibia. It means unaweza kuwa na anemia. So sawa. Yes, we should be very, very careful about the colors of our period. So sawa. Yes, tusikuwe tunassume vitu kumbe uko na anemia au uko na infection, it goes to chronic, inaleta some other problems because we are never in. So that is it for now. We shall continue pamoja. So sawa.
And also when we are having a period, it's not only blood. Sometimes there's tissues, there are parts of skin, or uterus, maybe it's a little clumpy, and that's all normal. The blood is very bright red color, it means the blood is very, very fresh. If the blood is brownish, it means, okay, it has been there for a little while. It is not dirty, but it has been there for a little while. That's when the blood is more brownish. You often see it in the beginning or in the end of your cycle that is more of brownish color, which is very normal. And yeah, around the period, as I mentioned before, there are some concepts that actually are not true, but many people believe it's true, and we call them myths. And those myths, we're going to discover them with Madame Jacqueline now.
Yes, so I think it is true, but it is not true. It's a false idea of something. It tries to explain something, but if there's no fact about it, it is false. So, around our periods, there are many myths that people came up with. For example, number one, let us read together. So when you hear
during their periods, bloods are impure.
yes, there are those communities where some of us come from. We believe that if a girl is on a period, she is impure. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes.
So, is this a fact? No, it is just a myth. It is somebody's idea that has never been confirmed. Are we together?
Yes.
It is false. And therefore, what is the fact?
Periods are just nature's way of saying you are growing up.
So, period is a nature way of telling us that we are growing up. So, in a situation whereby you are an adult and you don't receive your periods, you'll be worried. You'll be worried because you are thinking, oh, I'm not be able to have children because I'm not able to receive my periods, is it?
Yes.
So periods are very important, and therefore it is a natural way of saying that we are growing up. No one should tell you that you are impure when you are having your period. So move gladly around. Yes, be comfortable, be like, don't shy off when you are having your periods. The second myth, the churches. Now don't allow a girl to be like in front reading the Bible, taking the readings, the first reading, the second reading, or the sermon. You're not supposed to participate when you are on your periods. Have you ever heard of this thing?
Yes.
For example, again, our Pokot culture, for those ones who are Pokot. Pokot culture, when you are having your periods, you are not supposed to wash utensils or anything to do with the house chores. You are supposed to go and sit like in the farmyard Yes? And then other people will help you do the chores. So you will have a caliph, 3 days or 4 days until you are done with your business. Yes. Otherwise, and you are not supposed to milk animals because they believe that you are not clean. So is that a fact? Nyinyi mnachikana hiyo kitu na kunawisha mikono hivi? No. Such that when you are having a periods you are not clean? No. Sisi hatutoangi na kushika. In fact sasa kuna saa ya ukutani nazo kwa sababu unachukua pad unaiweka kwa panty na unaifaa. Hujakutana nayo. Saa ya kutoa unaitoa hata haijagusa panty, but still they are saying you are impure. But I want to say probably it was because during those times there were no pads. Sawa. Yes. And the water was scarce. And therefore it was a way of making this woman not to be, one, to be able to relax well. And number two, kumbuka tena kuwa na chakula mzuri. So unafaa kukula vizuri kama uko na periods na ku drink water. So I want to believe it was because of that. So, but the fact is,
there is nothing impure about periods.
So there is nothing impure about periods. It is normal. The third myth.
Sanitary products should be kept private and covered in paper when purchasing.
Yes. So how many times have we go to the counter, supermarket, shop, na unasema shopkeeper, uko hapa counter ndio hiyo. So shopkeeper, nitolee pads hapo. Nitolee natumia always. Natumia Cortex. Nitolee Cortex hapo. How many of us do that? Yes. Lakini sisi wengine sisi wote tunaenda tu. Nisaidie pads. Sasa msichana ni nini? Unasema unataka nini? Always. You know what to be hard it is? Yes. For example, you are at home and umenyesha all of a sudden and you are not able to go to town. Your mom is not around. It's only your dad and your brothers. Are you able to tell your dad, your mama, Dad, I'm having my menses? Please say that when you are coming home, nikuje na pads. Many of us do that. We are told that this nature way of saying we are growing up, and we all need to be sensitized. And it begins with us guys. Okay? When we are open with our issues. I mean, my menses today. When I say, funga mdomo, your mom tells you. When I say, no mom, these are things that are supposed to be said openly with the time when we inaanza kufanya nini? Kukuwa na mwangaza kwa sababu tuko wapi? Gizani. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes. So our menses, Mungu ndiye ametupatia hizi menses. It is God who gave us these menses. We should be glad that we are wonderfully and fearfully made. Lazima useme we are wonderfully and fearfully made, including our periods. Are we together? Mungu tu na nikakitu tu, it is not there. So my friends, my daughters, what is the fact? Now this is a myth. Ya kwamba nikiruka itakuja flow itakuwa mingi, or if I am do this I'm not supposed to have kulala. Sivyo? So and that is why you find many girls sleeping during period time. Sivyo? Because of that belief. What is the fact?
Exercise and playing sports can actually help relieve pain.
Cramps. Madam, niko na cramps. Hata kutembea ina change. What is it? Hasmin? Nasema madam, niko na cramps. Hey, Sheila, what is it? Hey madam, haitaki ni nami. So that is what they normally do, isn't it? But what have we realized today? The fact is, when you engage in playing, you engage in games, it is the pain, or it relieves the pain. We are crabbing. Sawa sawa.
Find and choose the most suitable one for our personal needs. I want you to have a look at the screen or even also possibly here and identify any product that you know. I've put some of them here on this chair. Can you see? It is covering your eyesight. So I want you to maybe mention the one that you know by name. Which one do you know by name? Do you know any of them by name? Please raise your hand and then tell me which of them. Yes. Here, we have the disposable pad, right? Yes. It is very common here. It is available in even supply shops, easy to purchase. Okay, then maybe another product. Have you ever come across something like this type of pad?
Yes.
What's the name of it? It's like a reusable pad. They come in different shapes and different materials. This is a very light one, but we also have different types of materials. This pad allows you to wash it, then you can use again. So you are not spending so much money on the disposable pads and you're not having so much waste to also dispose. So this will save you money, but of course you need to have enough water to wash it properly and soap for it to be reused. But you can reuse it many, many times. Reusable pad. You can see them here in the beginning and the middle on the drying line. Have you ever seen this? Somebody said yes. What is it? Do you know the name? It's a tampon. It's called tampon. It's normally wrapped in a plastic. You open a plastic, pull the string, put your finger here, and then you insert it in your vagina. And then in the vagina, it will absorb all the blood, and that way, no blood will come outside. You're safe. You can walk comfortably because you will not feel the tampon inside. You will not have any big layers in between your legs. You will not have the skin rash. That's a tampon. Let me briefly explain how it works. You open the seal, the plastic, then you remove this thread, put your finger here, you also remove the top, and then you insert it in your vagina as deep as possible in between your inner labia, the labia minora. You insert it inside. It is not painful because it's very elastic. See? Inside. It is not painful. Why? Because when you're on your period, it is smooth, it is wet, there is glue, it is easy to enter, okay? That's the tampon. Then we have this underwear. It's not an ordinary underwear. There are some period underwear. Those period underwears, they look like a normal underwear, but they are made of a very great material that can absorb liquid, that can absorb blood. So if you come across that period underwear when you are bleeding, it will absorb the blood and immediately still will dry. You will feel dry even though you're on your period. You can wear it until 12 hours. Then you remove your underwear, you wash it, you can reuse it. So once you're able to maybe buy this, you can use it over and over again. You're also saving a lot of money on that. But of course you need water to wash it. And then the last item on our list today is the menstrual cup. This cup we are talking about because it comes with a lot of benefits, and as I mentioned before, it's a life-changing item. It's really a game changer. This cup, when it is inserted well, it is so comfortable that you don't feel anything. You don't even feel you're having your period. No blood is coming out. It is not leaking. You feel very comfortable. You don't have to worry about, oh, will my skirt will have some stains. No, you don't need to worry about this. You can do all activities normally. You can even go for swimming. You can do handstand. You can play hockey, badminton, whatever you want to do, you can do with that cap, and no blood will leak. It is absolutely protecting you. The good news is, for the sanitary towel, how often do you change a day normally? For the sanitary pad, how many do you need a day? 3 around, yeah. But for this cup, you only worry about the period twice a day. In the morning, when you wake up, and after 12 hours in the evening before you go to sleep. The rest of the day, you are protected. No blood is coming out. You're not feeling the cup. You can do all activities normally. Then it's very affordable. Of course, this cup you only need to buy it once. And then it lasts you 5 to 10 years. You can use and use and use and use over and over again. It is healthy. It is made from medical silicone, and it will not cause any skin irritation. Sometimes the sanitary pads, they can cause some scratches, or it might be itchy, or can cause infections if you don't change it regularly. But this cup, it will not lead to skin irritation. Blood normally starts smelling when it's in contact with air. But this cup, it is inside your body, there's no air, and therefore it will not smell. There's no smell around it. And you don't have to dispose anything, you don't have waste. This cup, you just remove the blood, you rinse it with water, but there's no waste around it. It's very environmental friendly. You know those sanitary pads and diapers? They can be on our planet for the next hundreds of years. They are not decomposing. This waste can never decompose, but with the cup, we are not also harming the environment. And they use less water than many other products. For example, those reusable pads, you need more water to wash them properly, right? Yes. But for this, you don't need much water. You just need a little bit to rinse it. And since your underwear, your skirt will not gain stains, you also don't need to waste that water to remove blood stains from any clothing. These are all the benefits. But how to use it? Let's learn about this, okay? So you can feel some few spots in your underwear you're starting to have your period. So you now boil this cup in water. For 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, the water has to be boiling. Put it in the water 5 to 10 minutes. Then all the bacteria and germs from touching it will be dead, and it's absolutely clean. You wash your hands properly, collect your cup, go to the toilet. In the toilet, you fold it. It's big right now. How can it enter? It cannot. So we are folding it. There are different ways of folding it. You can fold it small like this. You can also fold it like this. There are different ways. We are coming to learn about the folding techniques soon. You can fold like this to make it smaller. You can fold like this. I'm using this. Others are using maybe this folding technique. So now it has a smaller tip, right? Yes. Your hands you have washed them properly with soap and water. So now with your left hand, if you're right-handed, you can search for the entrance of your vagina. It is between your inner labia, between the labia minora. So you know, you are just figuring out where is it. Okay, open those inner labia and now insert the cup. You can breathe in and you push it as deep as possible. No worries, it will not get lost in your body. Okay? Push as deep as possible and then listen carefully. It will pop up in your body. It will pop up like this. Then it is at the right place. If you don't feel it, you have inserted it correctly. But to be sure it has popped up, you can use one finger, enter, and then go round. And if you feel, yes, it is roundish, it has opened. But if it is, for example, still folded like this, your finger will feel, no, it is wrinkled, it has not popped up. If it's not popped up, it will leak. You don't want accidents. But if it pops up, it is roundish. And it's very flexible. It can adjust to your vagina walls. It might look like this. It can adjust, okay? Only before your period starts, that's when you're washing it, alright? So this is how it will look like in your vagina. This is the uterus. You know the walls of the uterus, that's like the bed for the egg. The nutrients during the period and fill the cap. But the cap can never enter the uterus. It will not. Because this opening is too small for the cap to enter here, but here it is bigger. That's why the cap can be bigger. And that's flexible. And this cap too is flexible, so it will adjust to your individual anatomy. So that's maybe another picture on how it looks like. So here we have the clitoris, we have the labia, this is our vulva, right? Yes. So this is not the place where we're inserting the cap. Why? What comes out of the bladder? The urine, yes, that's the urethral opening. We are not dealing with this. After the urinal opening, we are now having the vaginal opening. This is the vagina. That will has that small opening to the uterus now. And that's where we are folding the cap, inserting it, plop, and then the reason why I'm passionate about talking about the menstruation and talking about this menstrual cup is because there's so much more to learn, and each time talking about it, even myself with friends, with colleagues, it's a new learning and it's really empowering. This cup is much more than just a hygiene product. There are studies that reveal that students who use it in schools, they can pay better attention to the lessons in class because they're not boring, that they are leaking or that their clothes are getting stains. Studies also say that school attendance increases because those students who might not be able to afford other single-use sanitary products, they are now covered. They can attend school, and even it can prevent a child from getting pregnant out of desperateness on how to maybe get a pad. There are some girls, they are they are forced to do transactional sex because there are no other means for them than to maybe get menstrual hygiene products. So if a child is embracing this cup, is using this cup, she will have less.
Good evening all. Today I'm very privileged to be the trainer of the girls of Popoi Girls High School, and it's been an exciting day. We've been talking about menstruation, we've been talking about sanitary towels, but today I've learned something new, the menstrual cup. And this one is a game changer. Actually training our girls about it, and they are in shock. They've never seen it. Actually, it breaks my heart because I'm a person who believes in change and embracing change. So even you, I'm asking you to embrace change. You try this. This is a game changer. Like it's not like other sanitary towels. Like the normal sanitary towels take ages to decompose from this planet because of the material that is used to manufacture it. And this one is climate friendly, because it has nothing to do with climate. It is a silicone, medically approved. It doesn't hurt your body in any way, and it doesn't affect the environment. So this is an environmental free. Even as we talk about the issues of climate change, this one you can go for this, and it is cheap compared to sanitary towels. Others can go and use up to 2 packets per month, which is expensive, and this one you just buy it once and you can use up to 10 years. Up to 10 years, my friend. So we should embrace change. Look, find me, I'll tell you more about this. I can teach you, I can train you. I've got enough knowledge. Thank you so much. Embrace change.
Trainings around topics like menstruation, but you have never heard about a cup before. How was your first reaction when you learned about a cup?
Actually, learning about the cup, it was to me it was kind of weird. Of course, everyone is like, where will this one enter? But after receiving the training, first before training others as well, I thought and I came to realize that it's so simple, that it's so fast and it's so convenient, you know. So it is a new thing I've learned, and it is exciting. Yeah.
I'm curious to hear
I
your
can't wait.
testimonies after you have tried
Yeah,
it.
I can't wait to use this one. Actually, this is mine. Yeah, thank you.
Mhm. Okay, for Anna,
Mhm.
how did you come up with this thing? Is it because you've been using it for long, or you just came in your mind and you were like, no, I have to tell people about this? Tell us how you started it.
So even more than 10 years ago, my mind was asking, what could we do to improve quality of life of girls and women, especially around their periods? And I was having the idea of even opening a cotton factory to produce tampons. At that time, I was not aware that there are even better options than the menstrual cup. And instead of now focusing on a cotton factory to produce tampons, I'm really, really passionate about sharing those news. Because I've personally used it for so many years. I would never want to use anything else. I don't need any sanitary pads that I buy in the store. I go swimming with the cup. I do sports with it. In fact, sometimes I even forget I'm on my period because I don't feel it. If it is inserted well, it gives me so much more comfort and lifetime quality when I'm on my period. And this is just the news that I want to share with other girls and women. That's the reason why I've organized this training, especially training for girls who may not have the money to buy sanitary pads, for them to feel more comfortable, be focused in class, and be able to stay in school and not miss on their education, because there's a shocking number of girls who are missing on 1/4 of their education simply because they're not going to school when they're on your period. So this cup really has huge effects if it is embraced and if somebody is able to use it.
Actually, to add on that, I think the reason why I really embrace this one as well, I'm passionate about the issues of climate change. And you know how climate change has affected women of West Pokot. We are suffering because you can walk for longer distance to get water, to get even for livelihood. They burn charcoal, of which it is prohibited. And the fact that this cup is environmental free. Yeah, free, sorry.
Friendly.
Environmental friendly. Actually, that one, actually, it's a plus for me. And that one is a thank you for you, because in West Pokot, this one will work perfectly well. Because we need to preserve our environment. We need to preserve everything for the sake of the future generation to come. So thank you.
Another question for Hannah.
Mhm.
So Hannah, because you are so passionate about this thing of menstrual cup, are you planning to open like a forum where now people will come and learn more about it, or how are you planning to reach more people?
I'm yet to figure out how to reach more people, but I think this video is one way to reach more. And even myself, I used a page called We Masomo, a page on sexual education. It also educates on the menstruation. You can just Google it. It provides free online courses for students, but as well as for trainers. And it's great because this education can really empower somebody to make informed decision. I realize often in our societies we feel shy to openly talk about topics like that, but one way is to educate yourself on websites or through e-learning courses like that. So that's just an invitation. Inform yourself with the means that you are having and start talking about it with your friends and colleagues.
Okay, thank you.
So,
Sharon, can you tell us about your foundation, the organization?
oh, thank you. From Don't Support Foundation, supporting girls as well with the issues of menstruation and accessing the sanitary towels. But now we're embracing this. Yeah.
Hello guys, I'm Nicole Koyet from Tokoi Girls. I'm in Form 4. class, and today we've been taught about menstrual period. So this is a period which is actually seen as an impure period for many girls. But today I stand before you telling you guys that having your menses, it is actually very normal, because for every girl you need to have that menses, so that at least it is a way of confirming that you're okay, you're very normal, you're going to have children and so forth. So today we have also been taught about the menstrual cups and other ways or other items that you can use during your period. So we have the normal sanitary pads, we have the tampons, we have the what do you call, the cups, menstrual cups, and also the period underwears, which is actually not in Kenya right now, but I believe sooner or later it's going to be here. So this session has really been very, very good, because for me, I personally, I did not know about the menstrual cup, but today I'm very sure that I'm going to try it out. I think it's very comfortable, it's very beneficial. It also cuts out on the cost effect